The world goes black. Not the gentle darkness of a bedroom, but a violent, roaring blackness. The Bering Sea in the heart of king crab season is chaos. Waves like mountains, wind screaming, and freezing spray that cuts through the thickest gear. Every man on deck is locked in a battle against the sea, fighting not just the cold, but the constant threat of being swept overboard. The deck is a minefield ice, swinging crab pots and ropes that can maim in an instant. Greenhorns wear terror on their faces. Veterans move with grim determination, their focus absolute. They work in near silence, communicating with hand signals, knowing a single mistake could be fatal. The roar of the ocean, the clang of machinery, and the captain's shouts fill the air. Below deck the engine groans, a heartbeat in the storm. This isn't just a job, it's a test of will, a dance with death. These men are more than fishermen. They're warriors, gamblers, and survivors. They chase fortune and something deeper. The thrill, the challenge, and the bond forged in the storm. Few will ever see this world, where lives and fortunes are won or lost in an instant. This is the reality for those who dare to fish the Bering Sea. Why risk your life on a freezing, tilting deck? For many, it starts with the money. Alaskan king crab fishing is one of the world's most dangerous jobs. Fatality rates once soared 80 times above average. Hypothermia, crushing crab pots, and exhaustion are constant threats. Yet a single season can earn a deckhand tens of thousands, life-changing money for many. For young men from small towns, it's a high-stakes gamble. Risk your life for a shot at a future. But it's not just about cash. Surviving a season brings pride, a rite of passage, and entry into a brotherhood forged by danger. These men rely on each other completely. Their lives are in each other's hands. The camaraderie and shared experience are rewards that go beyond dollars. It becomes part of who they are. This is why they return, year after year. The story of the FV Aleutian ballad is a chilling reminder of the Bering Sea's fury. During the 2005 Opelio crab season, the crew worked in darkness, unaware of the danger rising around them. Suddenly, a rogue wave, 60 feet tall, slammed into the boat, knocking it onto its side. Chaos erupted, men thrown into icy water, lights flickering out, the vessel flooding. Captain Corky Tilley fought to regain control, but the boat was crippled, taking on water fast. The crew, scattered and injured, faced the impossible survival hundreds of miles from shore. In that moment, hope seemed lost. Only their training, courage, and slim chance of rescue stood between them and the sea. The Bering Sea had turned their workplace into a battleground for survival. As the Aleutian ballad lay on its side, survival instincts kicked in. Crew members clawed their way out of the freezing water. Engineers battled flooding below deck. The pumps struggled, but the sea poured in faster than they could fight it. Captain Tilley's Mayday call crackled through the storm. "Mayday, Mayday, Mayday! We've been hit by a rogue wave, taking on water, immediate assistance needed." The message was a lifeline. Realizing the crab pots on the high side were trapping the boat, crewmen risked everything to jettison them. With each pot released, the boat groaned and slowly righted itself. The fight wasn't over, but they'd won a crucial battle. The Coast Guard was on its way, braving the same storm. The crew's grit and teamwork had defied the odds. Their story became legend, a testament to human spirit and the power of a united crew. Even in the face of overwhelming odds, they refused to be broken. The Bering Sea had met its match. Not all stories end in survival. The FV Big Valley's fate is a somber reminder of the sea's cost. On January 15, 2005, the Big Valley fished near the Pribilof Islands, loaded with crab pots in brutal weather. The first sign of disaster was a silent distress beacon. No mayday, just an automated signal. The Coast Guard launched a massive search, but found only debris, a life ring, and an empty raft. One crewman was found, 5 were lost to the sea. The lone survivor, rescued by the FV St. Patrick, suffered severe hypothermia, but lived to tell the tale. The sinking sent shockwaves through the fishing community. It was a grim lesson in the unforgiving nature of the Bering Sea. Sometimes the ocean simply does not give back. When a distress call comes from the Bering Sea, the U.S. Coast Guard springs into action. Every second counts. In near-freezing water, survival time is measured in minutes. Rescue crews fly into blizzards, searching for a single life in a sea of chaos.
It's like looking for a needle in a haystack, but the haystack is angry and trying to kill you. Rescue swimmers are lowered into violent seas, risking everything to save others. The Big Valley's lone survivor was pulled from a life raft by a fellow fishing vessel, then hoisted to safety by the Coast Guard. His survival was a rare victory in a grim search. The tragedy pushed the industry to change, highlighting the dangers of overloaded boats and exhausted crews. The Coast Guard remains the fishermen's last hope when disaster strikes far from shore. Their heroism is the final lifeline in the world's most dangerous waters.
Before 2005, king crab fishing was a chaotic derby, a race against time and the sea. The entire fleet would rush out, fishing non-stop for days, risking everything for a share of the catch. Safety was sacrificed for speed, boats overloaded, crews exhausted, storms ignored. Life during the derby was a blur, adrenaline, caffeine, and endless work. Deckhands worked around the clock, hauling pots, sorting crab, and racing the clock.
Go, go, go was the captain's constant command. Sleep was a luxury. Exhaustion led to hallucinations and deadly mistakes. The lure was money, tens of thousands in days, but the cost was physical and mental. Every fisherman knew someone lost to the sea. In 2005, the system changed. Quotas replaced the race, and safety improved overnight. Captains could wait out storms, crews rested, and fatalities dropped. Old-timers missed the excitement, but not the funerals. The end of the derby marked the end of an era. Wild, dangerous, unforgettable. The new system brought relief and a safer future. The Bering Sea still demands respect, but now, fewer lives are lost to its fury. The gamble remains, but the odds are better.
The Bering Sea is still unforgiving, but the spirit of its fishermen endures. The quota system made things safer, but the work remains grueling and dangerous. Today's fishermen are as tough and resilient as ever.
On a crab boat, your crew is your family. You trust them with your life. This bond, forged in storms, lasts a lifetime. The fleet is a community, rivals on the water, brothers in crisis. When disaster strikes, fishermen are often the first to help each other. Being an Alaskan crab fisherman is more than a job. It's an identity, a legacy, a source of pride. It's about tradition, freedom, and the thrill of the hunt. These men are modern adventurers, trading comfort for risk and camaraderie. They earn our respect, one pot at a time.